Today, we're going through how you're going to build muscle, build strength, improve your cardio and your health while staying athletic. I think a lot of people think that you can't have all those things mixed in one program, that you have to train for goals. But I'm here to tell you that you can have the best of both worlds. You just have to create some structure. So we're going to talk about nutrition, we're going to talk about supplementation, and I'm going to take you through a lower body workout to build strength, build muscle, improve your cardio and your health, and keep you athletic. So the first thing that I want to talk about that is going to be super important for building muscle is your overall nutrition. You can have the best workout in the world, but if you're not fueling your body, especially when you're training and mixing strength, and conditioning, and athletic type workouts, you're going to be burning a lot of calories. So you have to change your mindset from thinking of restricting calories and trying to stay super lean. You have to change the mindset to fueling your body. So I want to go over kind of what I've eaten today. It's currently 1 o'clock. So far today, I have had 6 personal training sessions, so it's been a busy morning for me here at the gym. But for breakfast, I had a protein bar, I had some whole wheat toast, I had some Kerrygold butter and some honey on that toast. For a mid-morning snack, I had a protein shake, I had an apple. And then for my pre-workout meal, for my lunch, I had 6 ounces of chicken, 300 grams of rice, some green beans, and I topped it with some mustard. So overall, I've had quite a bit of food so far today. And that's what you need to focus on, is making sure that you're getting enough high quality food, enough protein, enough carbs to fuel your workouts. Because the workout that we're going to go through today, it's going to be tough. It's going to be intense. There's going to be some volume to build strength and muscle. There's going to be some conditioning to improve your overall aerobic capacity and improve your efficiency. And then also just some athletic stuff that you need to fuel your body. You need those carbohydrates in your diet to come in, clear your workout, recover from these workouts, so you can keep coming in and making progress. So I am currently sipping on my pre-workout. This is actually a sample of our Fit Grind pre-workout that we're working on. It is a rainbow sherbet flavor. So overall, taste is definitely on point. Effects are definitely on point. So this will be something that we are looking to launch this year. But talking about supplements and how to use those as an extension of your diet. Super important if you're looking to build muscle, if you're looking to enhance your performance in the gym. So I want to talk about some of the things that I use from our line, from things that we don't carry in our line, and just overall things that I would recommend. And let's hop into the workout. So first, let's talk about overall protein. Protein is going to help you recover from your workouts. It's going to help you repair muscle tissue. And ideally, you want to be eating your body weight in protein if you're really serious about building muscle and building strength. Having a good protein powder like our Fit Grind Whey protein is going to be a good extension of your diet to help you get the total amount of protein that you need. So for example, I'm 210, 215 right now. I'm aiming to get 210 to 215 grams of protein a day. Typically where I'll use our protein powder is at a snack. So I talked about that this morning. In between training sessions, I'll mix it up as a snack. And then I'll always do one post-workout and then sometimes even before bed. It just helps me get my protein that I need to rebuild my muscle tissue to repair so that I can recover and keep coming in training hard. Next, I want to talk about electrolyte supplementation. This is something that if you are sleeping on your electrolyte and your hydration overall, it's going to make a huge difference, especially if you're training in the style that we're going to go through today. So I will use electrolytes around my workout, after workouts. And a lot of times people think that hydration means just water. When we're working out and work out intensely, we're sweating or have lots of muscle contractions, we're losing electrolytes. And we need to replenish those electrolytes through an electrolyte supplement. Our electrolytes have everything that you need: potassium, magnesium, and sodium, and nothing that you don't. 0 added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and it is a pink Starburst flavor. It's freaking bomb. The way that I will use it is I will use it before workouts like this, or sip on it during our workouts. If it's going to go longer than 60 minutes, I'm going to be sweating a lot. We're going to be working hard in this workouts. And then if I'm going for a run, I'll use it before a run or after a run, just to make sure that I'm replacing the electrolytes that I lose through my sweat or the electrolytes that we lose through a really hard workout. Pre-workout. We don't currently have a pre-workout. Like I said, that's something that we're coming out with. But if you're looking for that little bit of extra edge, what you want to look for is something that is not going to be a super heavy stimulant bomb. You want something that is going to enhance your performance. So you want ingredients like citrulline that's going to increase blood flow, things like beta-alanine, things like huperzine and L-tyrosine and caffeine that are going to increase your focus and increase your productivity in your workouts, which overall is going to lead to better workouts and better performance. Like I said, we want to look for something that doesn't make you feel like you can lift a truck that's got like 8 different stimulants in it and is a stimulant bomb. And then 20 minutes later, you feel like you crash and you want to curl up in a squat rack and take a nap. You want something that's actually going to improve your mental focus, increase your blood flow, increase your overall performance in the gym. And the last supplement that I would recommend, and is also part of our line, is our greens powder. This is something that I always tell people, your number one goal should be your health. And if you are not taking care of your health, nothing else matters first. So it gives you more than 5 servings of leafy green vegetables that most people are not getting in their diet. It also has digestive enzymes and probiotics. It's in a mixed berry flavor. It's naturally sweetened and tastes freaking awesome. So 1 scoop a day, take care of your health first and your base. Especially if you're training hard, you want to make sure that you can come into the gym, not get sick, and continue to make progress. So we are actually doing an awesome sale for our 4-year anniversary of Fit Grind. So you guys will be watching this next week, and it'll actually be our 4-year anniversary. We're doing a 25% off that you can lock in for life on any of the supplements at fitgrindformula.com. We've never done something like that. We just want to give back and just say thanks for the last 4 years of building this brand, and we look forward to the next 4 years. When me and Alyssa started this gym, we, had that dream. It was during COVID, and it's been a dream of ours for years. And really, it's been an amazing last 4 years. And we really look forward to the next 4. And we thank you guys for the support for gym, online training, supplements, the apparel line, just everything that we've put out. There's just been a lot of support for. So we want to say thank you. And that 25% off lifetime guarantee lock in that subscription is just a way of us giving back. So you want to check it out, fitgrindformula.com. Go take advantage of our 25% off that you can lock in every single month if you sign up for a subscription. So we're going to talk about the warm-up next, talk about how you need to effectively warm up before your workouts. We don't just want to go throw on the heaviest weight and hop into our first working set. There needs to be a thought-out way to warm up so that you can, 1, increase your performance, but also decrease your risk of injury. So let's go warm up, and I'll show you what we are doing for that and how you can effectively warm up and overall just have better workouts.
All right, so I always start off the warm-up with some sort of conditioning piece. Being a lower body workout today, I opted for the bike. You could row, you could run, you can ski, you can push a sled around. Just getting the heart rate up is super important in the beginning of your workout. Just making sure that you're kind of getting your mind right and getting ready. After that, I always go into the dynamic warm-up. So this is a combination of movements to get my core activated, get my spine moving, especially being lower body day, to get my hips open, and also just do some corrective stuff too. Over time, you're going to develop imbalances. You're going to have muscles that are stronger than one another or weaker than one another. This is something that I use with my clients, or a form of all these exercises with a lot of the clients that I train, that I also do myself, because it really does enhance your performance, and it also decreases that risk of injury. So I did a 20 cal bike, then hollow hold Superman, did some rotations, cat cows, again, doing some more rotations, just get my spine loose. I tend to get really stiff in my mid upper back. I think a lot of people do, just because, we sit and we round forward, we text, and when we do things throughout the day, that those muscles get stiff. Core stabilization, working on some bird dogs, and then after that, going into some different hip stuff. So as I've gotten older, I'm 28 years old. I've been in the gym for over a decade. I've always warmed up, but as I've gotten older, I really do understand even more the importance of warming up. And it just helps you get ready for that workout. And the main thing is, if you are not warm, if you're not ready, if we just hop right into the heaviest weight that we can lift, more than likely, if you don't get hurt that time, you're going to get hurt somewhere down the road. So doing a variation of these movements, or figuring out where you are tight, where you're stiff, where are you weak, and crafting a warm-up around that is so important. I cannot understate the value of going through a really solid warm-up to enhance your performance. So after got through my warm-up, was nice and warm, got some blood flowing, sweating, mixed up a scoop of Pink Starburst Electrolyte. Going to sip on that throughout the workout, especially because this one's going to be a little bit longer. So going into some deadlifts. We just got this Titan trap bar a couple weeks ago. I've had a chance to play around with it. I really love it. It has 2 different handles. So one's thinner, one's thicker. You can do some grip stuff. And then also super cool, you saw there a second ago, you can jack it up. That way you don't have to lift one side. You can just jack it up, throw the weights on, and then go from there. So I ended up doing, after my warm-up sets, I did 4 working sets of 8, 8, 6, and 6. I ended up doing 3 plates, which the bar is 65 pounds, so this is 335 for my first set of 8. My second set of 8, I did 3 plates and 25, which is 385. Make me do some math here. And also felt good, was able to stay tight, drive the ground away. And then my top 2 sets, I did sets of 6 with 435 with 4 plates. Or no, sorry, that'd be 425. Can't math. So main thing here is just overloading and using exercises like the deadlift to get stronger at. It's a very functional movement that is going to help build a lot of strength. I like the hex bar. You could do straight bar, and I love straight bar too, but I like the hex bar too because it does replicate a little bit more of a squat type motion. I think that it's important to have any sort of posterior chain dominant movement like a deadlift in your program at any time, and always going heavy on this, heavy relative to you. So we never want to sacrifice our form because this is an exercise where it's very easy to break form and easy to use your back instead of actually using your legs and visualizing that you're pushing the ground away. So after 4 working sets of that, went over to a leg press. Being that I did some deadlifts, I'll usually squat on a separate leg day. So doing some strength accessory on the leg press, I did 4 sets of 8, ended up using 5 plates on the leg press. And I took a relatively neutral stance, kind of the same stance that I would squat with. But again, trying to focus on as much range of motion as I can, using my legs to press away. And that's what I really visualize when I'm doing the deadlift as well, is I approach the deadlift almost like a leg press where I'm not picking the bar up, I'm pushing the ground away. And doing exercises like this, the leg press, is a good accessory to kind of visualize that, strengthen that range of motion, but also just reinforce that you're not picking things up with your back, you're pushing away with your legs. And that's really going to help you engage the right leg muscles and avoid injuring your back. So 4 sets of 8 reps. I did all of the sets with 5 plates on each side. Again, using the deadlift and the leg press at the beginning of the workout to go heavier, overload, and that's something you can track from week to week to really track your strength progression. It doesn't have to be these 2 specific exercises, but these are 2 really good ones that you can use. After that, we got into some supersets. So again, more strength accessory work. I did a hip thrust on the Booty Builder machine, sets of 10, really focusing on driving my hips through without extending in my back. That's a hard thing to learn for some people, but it's going to help you develop your hamstrings and your glutes. We want to stay athletic. We want to make sure that we're not just big, bulky, and have big quads. We want to balance that out and have a strong posterior chain, your glutes and your hamstring as well. I supersetted the hip thrust with a lying leg curl, also did 10 reps, and I did 4 sets on both of these. So again, fairly high volume with this workout today. That's something that I firmly believe in is, as you progress over time, your regular 3 sets of 10 or what you're doing is not necessarily going to create the same progress that it once did. So you have to always look for new ways to progress. After that, I went to some standing calf raises. I used a landmine attachment, just whatever setup you have, but just making sure we're working some calves. I do not have the largest calves in the world. I'll be the first person to admit that, but still train them. We want to still make sure that they're strong. I supersetted it with a jump squat with just the hex bar, so 65 pounds, but really focusing on not necessarily the weight, but focusing on being as explosive as I possibly could. You never want to lose the ability to jump. I think when we stop jumping and we stop playing sports, that's when you start to lose that elasticity in your muscles. So I'm a firm believer in always jumping and running and staying athletic. And that kind of leads me into my next point is today I worked on some 200-meter repeats. So working on a little bit faster paces. I've trained for half marathons, and I have some half marathons on my list this year, which are slower paces. They're not going to be sprint athletic type paces. But today, when I'm not in a half marathon prep or a race prep, getting kind of creative with the conditioning piece. So I did 200-meter repeats. I did 6 total rounds, ran 200 meters. I think each round was 42 seconds or below. I tried to keep a good pace. Obviously, my legs were trashed at this point, so they were not fresh by any means. But being able to still run fast, I think that's something that if you stop running, in general, you lose that ability. But also same thing, if you run fast, doing not just distance stuff, but doing some 100 meters, some 200 meters, doing some faster stuff is going to help you stay athletic. It's also very good conditioning in general too. More of the anaerobic side of things where I took a minute rest in between each set. to recover so that I could give full effort. It's definitely going to spike that heart rate up. But doing stuff like this, again, it keeps you athletic. It's going to improve your cardiovascular system, but it's also just going to make sure that you still have the ability to run fast. If you stop running fast, you lose the ability to run fast. And again, it doesn't have to be running. I love to run. I also love to row and ski and push sleds around. Find something that is going to work for you. Choose that. Do some high intensity and do some low intensity.
All right. So I just finished up that leg workouts. I hope this workout shows you that you can train for multiple things at once. And, my goal really is to challenge you and challenge your concept of what is possible for your fitness. I think that we all have these constraints of what we think that we can accomplish in total, but also in a given amount of time. And I think that you have to set your goals high and you have to gotta freaking 10x that shit. I mean, you can never limit yourself mentally and physically. And I'm a firm believer that anything that you want, you can go achieve through hard work and consistency. And I think that our fitness is the same way. And we practice those behaviors here in the gym, and we can take those learned behaviors that we do by sticking to a process, working hard, and we can apply them to other places in our life. This video really focusing on building muscle, building strength, working on improving our cardiovascular system and our overall health while staying athletic. I think that, we grew up playing sports, and once sports are over, we kind of lose that edge, that competitive athleticism. And that's something that I never want to lose. I don't want to be this block of muscle that isn't mobile, that isn't functional. Because at the end of the day, I want a high quality of life for as long as I can. I want to focus on good health span. And that all starts by the things that we're doing today and that would carry out over the course of our life. So lift heavy, get stronger, train hard, do your cardio, whether that's running. I personally like to run. If you don't like to run, that's okay. Find some form of cardio that you like. It can be some distance stuff. It can be some interval stuff like maybe we did today. Do your cardio. It's good for your overall health. It's also going to help improve your strength training as well. And then do athletic shit. Stay athletic. Make sure that you still have the ability to run and jump and do these functional movements, because as soon as you stop doing that, you're going to lose the ability to jump and run, or you're going to get hurt doing so. So do it all. If you guys have questions on how to come up with a program, I'd love to help out. Just comment below and I'll send you a link on how we can start working together. And if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comment section below. Go check out these videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.